While we patiently wait to find out what Nintendo's unannounced 2019 titles are, while we sit and hope for the maybe one day it'll come direct, Nintendo keeps crushing it with these eShop sales. Last week they had Weird and Wonderful. This week they're bringing us Play Together, compiling a list of over 50 multiplayer-focused games and giving us up to 80% discounts. Super awesome, and we're super excited to bring you our picks. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Gabe is here. Hit that like button if you enjoy these sales. Let us know which game you want to grab. I will PSA all of you and say that right now this is Europe only, but last week, Weird and Wonderful sale was announced for Europe and then eventually came stateside as well, so it'll probably be in America. But right now, giving some love to those Switch fans across the pond. We see you. We love you. Let's dive in.
Playing together is one of my favorite things about the Nintendo Switch. There is a reason why every console comes with 2 Joy-Con right off the bat, and you can play with one of those individually. Nintendo pushes that very, very strongly. It is good to see games like this go on sale, and we have had a lot of sales recently for Switch on eShop. And I don't want to pay full price for games, Zach, so this is really, really awesome.
Indeed. This one's running February 7th to February 21st, and bringing the heat. There are some big tentpole titles here, games like Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, which sees a 33% discount. I want to focus, though, on some a little bit more under the radar games. So my first pick here is going to be Towerfall from the same folks that did Celeste. If you love Celeste, you got a multiplayer game that preceded Madeline's Adventure. It is 30% off, $12.59 in pounds on the European eShops right now at the start of this sale. And that game is, I think, as good as any on Switch for quick, round, local multiplayer fun.
I know that we have Smash Brothers, Mario Kart, a lot of really good multiplayer experiences on Nintendo Switch, but I still put my money on Towerfall being one of the best times you can have on the platform with your friends. Zach, you, me, Jake, we've all had a really good time in the same room with Towerfall. We can attest to the quality. Madeline from Celeste is in the game. That's a cool little bonus just for having it on Nintendo Switch. If you don't own Towerfall, you absolutely should get on this one. This would probably be the first one I recommend out of this list, honestly.
Oh, absolutely. And it brings the precision from Celeste to a multiplayer battlefield, which I think is pretty cool. Like, you have to be very accurate. Maybe it's not the same level of platforming skill, but it definitely has a lot of precision, and you got to fire those arrows with immense accuracy. I'm going to, next up, give you a game that I never thought I'd like on Switch, but really is a fantastic fit. It's Diablo 3 Eternal Collection. It sat real high on the bestsellers list for a long time. This one has seen a 33% discount down to £35, and it performs and plays marvelously on Switch. You can get in and group up, and it's not a game that you would think like right off the bat, like, ooh, it's not your Mario or your main Nintendo titles, but Diablo 3 is a sneaky good pick on Switch.
It's a shining example of how games that have existed in the past can come to life once again on Nintendo Switch. The quality of Diablo 3 is undeniable. The co-op fun you can have with others undeniable. And since the gameplay is so simplistic, single Joy-Con works perfectly for a game like this. I don't like doing a ton of single Joy-Con stuff just because those things are a little small, but Diablo 3 does fit it, like I said, perfectly.
All right, I know you guys are like, hey, this list includes some big Nintendo games, so give us one of those. We will. And it's going to be Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. 30% off, $24.29 in pounds. I played a lot of this recently. It's one I overlooked at launch, but I think at a cheaper price, it is a great fit, especially for handheld play. So if you're wanting to live out the potential future of a Switch Mini, take Captain Toad on the go with you and enjoy waltzing, not jumping, waltzing, Gabe, with style. A lot of levels, a lot of cool puzzles, and they do have the inclusion of some New Donk City levels in there. It's a really cool puzzler. It's not the best multiplayer game, more of a girlfriend mode and something that has limited interaction, but that doesn't stop Captain Toad from being a really good title and one that I think a lot of people skipped over just based on when it was released and what else came out in 2018.
All right, that's gonna cover us. All right, let's move. Run, Toad. As much as I would love to see Toad get burned, we gotta do good. We gotta try to do good at least. My feelings on Toad in general are well documented on this channel, and those are always really playful. I actually really love Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker. I think it is a fantastic game. And Zach, that girlfriend mode that you speak about is really useful when you have younger nieces and nephews that want to play games with you, but they're a little too young to actually play. This is perfect for it. So I fully endorse Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. I know you've been having a lot of fun with it with your significant other. And yes, it's already a cheaper game, and even cheaper at 30% off. Can't go wrong with that.
Get in on that Toad action and make your life more mushroomy. Let's go to 80% discounts. Those are big discounts, Gabe. I like discounts that have that flavor. Crypt of the Necrodancer Nintendo Switch Edition is dropping down to $359, and this is one that I loved, again, on other platforms, and now it's on Switch. It's a very good game. It borrows some of the intensity from some of Matt Makes Games titles, like we mentioned, a very different style, but still that kind of difficulty and focus where you are rhythmically moving through a dungeon. It is something that I think takes the dungeon formula, the roguelike formula, your favorite formula, Gabe, and flips it not only upside down, but it flips it all around because you're dancing through these dungeons. It's really a fun time, and you get in that zone and flow. I would liken it to something like Rhythm Heaven or WarioWare, where you kind of just get in that groove and your head's kind of like bouncing along. It is a spectacular feeling. Again, this is one that I do single player, but there are multiplayer options. Regardless, 80% off, I think you got to grab it.
Yeah, that discount is almost too steep to ignore. If you've ever been even a little bit interested in it, I doubt you're going to get a chance to get it for much cheaper than this, so jump on it as soon as you can. And Zach does like this game quite a bit. I haven't spent as much time with it, so maybe I'll wait till the US sale goes on, and then I'll maybe grab it and try to dance my way into some fun.
Yeah, hopefully you have a chance to do that. If not, you could always just go on a European store, and that's sort of the nice thing about region-free Switch shops is you can get these sales. You'd have to go get point cards or whatnot, but it is possible if you want to put the effort in. Guacamelee 2, Gabriel, is the last one I want to specifically highlight. It's only seen a 30% discount, but that does bump it down to $12.59. This is a very good game. It reviewed super well. Switch got it a few months later than PlayStation 4, but it doesn't reduce the quality in any way. It just kind of came under the radar. It was released right around Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. We know how many units that sold, so I think this one is still a bit of a sleeper, even though it is like a 9.0 caliber game. It is a melee-based side-scroller, but so much charm and so much fun, and can be played co-op. Bunch of characters to pick from. Really, really good game.
Zach, I don't know if you know this, people that play on Nintendo Switch really like Metroid games, and this is a Metroidvania. You didn't mention that. We go from one of my least favorite genres of games to one of my most favorite. I love Metroidvanias, and Guacamelee is absolutely fantastic. They do a great job of it, and it does have my Hispanic heritage entwined in its DNA, so I have a particular fondness for Guacamelee. This one is really fun.
Now, they've given us the highlights here, but this sale will have over 50 plus games, so I wonder what else will be included. Gabe, you got a multiplayer pick for a game that you hope might go on sale?
I have a double pick because, Zach, Overcooked 2, one of the best games on Nintendo Switch for co-op, but Overcooked 1 also exists, so I would wager they both go on sale. We recently got new DLC for Overcooked 2 that I have been dying to check out, just waiting for the right Overcooked partner to show up and have a go with that. But yeah, those games go on sale pretty often, so I can't imagine they wouldn't be included in the 50 or so that are gonna be on sale here. So Overcooked 1 and 2, specifically 2, that's the one I would recommend the most. It is a superior game in my opinion. So yeah, those are my picks.
The new DLC is fantastic. They add this little like hub to the seasonal content where now you can go to the winter content, the Lunar New Year content, and you can see that there are more spaces for more additions. It's crazy that they continue to support this game. It's so much fun. I'm a little too bossy, but I love it. I love it. And hey, maybe you'll get a bigger discount to sort of support the new free DLC pack. My pick is always Astro Bear's Party. Get it down to 99 cents and please grab it. It is a must-have in every sense of the word, especially at that price. Most games that hit that price, Gabe, they're not very good. But when Astro Bear's Party hits that price, it is a literal party all around the SwitchForce. So that's one. I'll give you another, which is Super Chariot. This game has not seen many discounts. I don't know how many people have even picked it up. It was great when it initially launched over on the Xbox side of things. It's still great here. It's a co-op focused game, pulling a chariot as two little kids, but it's very challenging. It combines some puzzle mechanics with some platforming mechanics, so it requires skill of the mind and skill of the hand. I love it a lot. Hopefully those hit the sale. We'll keep you posted over on Twitter as soon as this thing gets fully expanded and hopefully hits the United States as well. Follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/the_SwitchForce. We'll let you know. Right now, though, giving some love to those followers over in Europe. Hope you guys are pumped for this sale. Let us know what you're going to be picking up when it kicks off tomorrow. Make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on the latest and greatest from the Switch and their sales, which feel like they're like now just a part of Switch life. I think that is a huge improvement Nintendo has made as of late, is really ramping things up and not only highlighting these games, but bringing them back, because we know February is pretty dull, and so it's a good chance to get something to fill the gap before they decide to let us know what's going on with the Direct, hopefully in the near future. Until that time, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Hope you're having a fantastic freaking day. For myself and Gabe, until next time, SwitchForce